Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
Hello,
Right. Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Jodi here.
And we are super excited for another
Pitch meeting. Woo! The Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
now. And of course, Ryan George is the man, the myth, the legend behind these videos. We reacted to quite a few of them. If you like our reaction here, you can check out our reaction to the other ones. We reacted to the first two pirate film pitch meetings. And it's kind of funny because I can go into these and I'm like, oh, I like that movie. Oh, I like that movie. Oh, I like that movie. But I forget, like, the purpose of these is kind of to destroy these movies, especially if you hate it. And this is one that I do not like. It's not one of the worst films I've seen of all time, The Last Night, Transformers, or The Clumps, for crying out loud. But it's not a movie I ever really want to sit down and watch. I'll only want to watch, we talked about the last one, when the second one's over and you want to see how it continues. But it takes forever to get there.
Yes, you just want to see, like, how they brought that captain, what was his name?
Captain
Barbados?
Jack. Oh, Barbados, yeah.
Barbados back. But if you enjoyed what you see, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next upload videos. Here we go.
All right, let's see. Bring on the pain. Here we go.
So, you have a new Pirates movie for me?
Yep.
Yes, sir, I do. So you know how the last one just kind of ended with nothing being resolved? Yeah, that's right. Jack Sparrow died and Barbossa returned from the dead, and then we just kind of cut to black. We sure did, sir, and by doing that, we pretty much ensured that people would come see this one. Because we kind of violated the concept of what constitutes a movie. That's right, I remember. So what happens in this one? Oh, we're gonna start this one off real strong. Amazing. By hanging a child. Oh my god, what? Yeah, see that bad guy Beckett? He's just hanging a bunch of pirates, and they're gonna start singing a song, which for some reason is gonna call on the 9 pirate lords to convene. Oh, there are pirate lords? Yeah, it turns out pirates have an intricate political system with lords and kings, and both Jack and Barbossa are pirate lords. How'd they become pirate lords? Unclear, but so they need to go get Jack from Davy Jones's locker so he can convene.
Okay, so they became pirate lords, but Jack was kicked out with the whole mutiny or whatever. Would you do that to one of your 9 lords? Like, just, bye, we don't want to follow you anymore?
Yeah, so true.
I forgot about that.
Lords. Unclear, but so they need to go get Jack from Davy Jones's locker so he can convene with the other pirate lords. How do they plan on getting there? Well, they go get these navigational charts from this other pirate lord in Singapore. Okay. So they follow these charts and they suddenly go over this massive waterfall that shows up out of nowhere, and that leads them to Davy Jones's locker. The massive waterfall wasn't mentioned on the map? No, because this way it's a fun surprise for the movie. Oh, nice of the cartographers to consider the audience. So then we're gonna meet up with Jack in Davy Jones's locker, which is a very strange place. Oh, it is? Yeah, he's got like a bunch of other Jack Sparrows in there with him, and he has a ship, and there are a bunch of rocks that are actually crabs. So is this like a spiritual place or a physical place? Yes. Didn't the Kraken swallow him at the end of the last movie? What happened there? Did the Kraken poop him out? Unclear, but speaking of the Kraken, it's gonna die. Oh man, it's gonna be cool to see the Kraken get killed. That thing was intense. Yeah, definitely. Gonna happen off screen though. Oh. Yeah, it kinda just happened in between movies. We're gonna see its dead body on the beach though. Okay. So anyway, the gang all heads into Davy Jones's locker to get Jack, and then they need to figure out how to get back to the land of the living. So this is a physical place then, because people can physically go between there and the real world. Yeah, except no, not really. Oh, I'm very confused. So then they manage to get back to the world of the living by flipping their ship at sunset, which is how this works for some reason. Wow, so death really isn't permanent in these movies, huh? It's all very vague, sir, which allows us to bring main characters back from the dead, but also not do that for minor characters. Their own fault for being minor characters, I guess. They should have known better for sure. So then they're gonna go to the Brethren Court on Shipwreck Cove and meet with all the pirate lords. And what's gonna happen there? Oh, just a massive scene talking about the pirate code and pirate politics. Oh, yeah, the pirates have very strict and intricate rules and everybody has to obey them. If there's one thing people know about pirates, it's that they're all about rules. Yeah, there's actually gonna be a ton of talking in this movie. Every dialogue scene's gonna last about 10 minutes of people explaining who they're backstabbing and why. Oh, did you
The problem with that is you assume that your audience that's come from the other movies are just such diehard fans.
Yes.
They want any bit of morsel to munch on. But that's not how the movie-going audience is. Like, you've got to give us something that we want to pay money and take our family to and spend $1 million on popcorn to go see it. I remember watching this like, what is going on? And I'm pretty easy on movies. I mean, they're coming right out of the gate on this, and they're doing a great job of explaining the nonsense. And I, like you said, I love the whole like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, smiling.
Scene's gonna last about 10 minutes of people explaining who they're backstabbing and why. Oh, did you need to pad the runtime a bit or something? Nope, the movie's gonna be 3 hours long. Oh my god. Oh, also I thought we could have Keith Richards cameo as Jack's father since Johnny Depp based the character on him. Oh, that's very exciting. What are we gonna have Keith do? Oh, you're gonna like this a lot. He's also gonna talk about politics. Extremely fun. Oh, it also turns out that dog that keeps popping up, that's his dog. Wasn't that dog left on the cannibal island at the end of the last movie? Yeah, maybe this dog is magic. I don't know. We're just gonna kind of go all in on the magic stuff because maybe that's what people liked about the first movie, hopefully. Jeez, I hope that's what they liked about it. Fingers crossed. So then we're also gonna find out that that Tia Dalma lady from the last movie, she's actually this goddess named Calypso. Oh. And there's this whole thing between her and Davy Jones where they were in love, and she's the reason he cut his heart out. Pretty unhealthy relationship. For sure. And so since Calypso brought Barbossa back from the dead, he's gonna release her from her human form, which all the pirate lords put her in. And what does that do? Oh, well, she turns into a giant and then a bunch of crabs and then she makes a whirlpool thing. You know, those do sound like things that may as well happen. It's all nautical and magical, so it does feel right. Yeah, then there's gonna be this big ship battle against Davy Jones. Oh, are physics gonna be a thing? Not at all. Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that thing where if Jack Sparrow cuts a rope, that turns him into Spider-Man. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And then we're gonna have this really wacky scene where Will and Elizabeth, they make Barbossa marry them in the middle of a big fight. Weren't they in a weird place after she kissed Jack in the last movie? What led to them getting over their differences? Well, the movie's almost over, sir. Oh, okay, yeah, gotta wrap that up for sure then. So then eventually Davy Jones is gonna stab Will Turner in the heart. Very rude. But there's this thing where if you stab Davy Jones's heart, you become immortal, but you also have to captain the Flying Dutchman ship. So this is another one of the death loopholes. Yeah, we got a ton of those. So then even though Jack wanted to be immortal himself, he makes Will stab the heart to save his life. Oh, a very considerate stabbing. So then the ship sinks, but then it pops back up with Will as the captain, and he has a fun bandana now, which I guess he found at the bottom of the sea. Oh, underwater bandanas are tight. So then they have to go up against Beckett's ship, and this thing has cannons on both sides. Oh man, it's gonna be tough to take that down. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, both the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl attack from opposite sides, so this thing just gets ruined. But you said it had a bunch of cannons on both sides. Yeah, but it didn't use them at all. Why not? Well, because Beckett was busy having one of the coolest looking death scenes ever put to film. Oh, he was? Yeah, he's just gonna slowly and gracefully walk around the ship as every bit of it explodes right behind him after every step and all around him. It's gonna look incredible. The cannonballs just keep hitting everything but him, and the ship being actively destroyed doesn't affect his balance at all. Yeah, well, physics and probabilities aren't a thing in this movie. Also, it's gonna look incredible. Well, okay, great. And so then all the other ships from the East India Trading Company, they're like, all right, bye then. Why don't they attack? Do they not have as many ships as the pirates? Oh, yeah, no, they have like hundreds more ships than them. So then why do they leave? Well, the movie's pretty much done, so we're gonna do that thing where when the main ship is destroyed, all the other bad guys just aren't a threat anymore. Oh, okay, gotcha. So then Will's gonna impregnate Elizabeth. Oh my god. But then because of his new curse, he has to leave, and he's only allowed to come back on land once every 10 years. And there's no way around that?
Dumb.
Nope. Very sad. Well, I mean, we did show Davy Jones standing in a bucket of water on land earlier, so I guess he could do that if he wanted to. But Will's not gonna do that. No, he's not gonna do that for some reason. Well, okay then. And so that's about it. What do you think? Well, I mean, it sounds like a nice end to the trilogy, you know? Really close the chapter on these Pirates movies, right? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna need you to end this one by setting up a sequel. Will do, sir.
Will do, sir.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I remember that. And I'm like, okay, wait. We go through 3 movies of their love for them to finally get married, for him to leave and she can't go with him.
It's so stupid.
Like, so dumb. And she's sitting there on the beach with their child or saying goodbye and then waiting for him to return.
Yeah, he's going to have some kind of stepdad or some kind of situation to help raise this kid where he sees his dad twice by the time he's an adult for 2 days. Yeah, and
ridiculous.
Talk about through their love story. I wonder if someone ever put together just like their actual romance scenes of them getting together and courting, if you will. It's probably less than 20 minutes in those 3 movies.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. Like, they get married at that point when like all this witness is going on. I know it's really, really nitpicky, but that's kind of what pitch means about. Talk about Davy Jones standing in that bucket. That's so stupid. How did he even get there? Like, how? Like, someone had to move the bucket over there. Did the bucket, was it on wheels and it just kind of slid in the sand? Did someone pick him up by the shoulders and put him in the bucket? That's just so ridiculous.
The whole thing is ridiculous.
Why not just have him, why not be in the ship, in the water, and have the conversation?
No.
This
one was terrible. Is the fourth one the mermaid one?
Yes.
So I actually did see the fourth one because I was thinking this one was the mermaid one.
And that one's even more forgettable.
Ridiculous. I just remember the mermaid. That's all I remember. They're like carrying her around in like a net or something.
Yeah, it's the Will Turner thing. I still hate that idea. I absolutely do. Like, his whole purpose of life, all we're going through for 3 movies for him to fall in love with Elizabeth, start a family or whatever, is so that he can be the new Davy Jones. Yep. Does he have any passion for that at all? No, but it's going to keep him alive because we had to kill him off.
Yeah.
And was he going to start getting like barnacles and whatnot because that's what happened to Davy Jones eventually? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I did like the Calypso character, even though I didn't like her storyline. I thought the actress was fantastic.
She was.
And then I was surprised to find out, and I don't know if you know because you don't watch the James Bond movies too much, but she is one of the characters. I don't know if it's Moneypenny, maybe it is, in the Daniel Craig films. She's one of the leads in that. And she's been in a few other, I can't think of her name right now, but she's a fantastic actress. And so it was kind of fun to rewatch these movies and be like, hey, that's that same actress. I didn't even realize it because I think she does a great job.
She does do a great job. And I remember being like really bummed like that she went back to like the whole crowd thing, like you said.
No, she was fine before that, yes.
Yeah. I wish
absolutely
they kept her character around a little bit more. But anyway, wonderful pitch. I mean, way to pull all those plot holes out there for us. So many of them.
Yes, and let us know if you want us to continue. If there's one for the fourth one, I'm not sure if there is. Really don't have too much interest in watching that pitch meetings because the movie's so forgettable. But if you want us to check it out because it's so forgettable, please let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.